With all the devastating news out of the Middle East this weekend, it feels like McCarthy's ousting is a distant memory. But there is still no House Speaker filling his vacancy. And with Israel declaring war on Hamas after a surprise attack, House chaos will further delay aid to the country, and pressure is mounting. Over the weekend, the Biden administration saying they are moving quickly to deliver weapons and resources to Israel that were already a part of existing contracts. But questions now on how Congress could approve a larger aid package remain. Joining us now with what's on his radar, we've got Yahoo Finance reporter Rick Newman. Hey, Rick.
Hi, guys. So the analysis inside the Beltway in the aftermath of the outbreak of war in Israel is that this will be kind of a forcing function that gets the House Republicans to get their act together, elect a speaker so that the House of Representatives and therefore the rest of Congress can actually conduct business in case they might have to do something serious, given that there's now a new war in the world that will at least indirectly affect the United States. So Republicans are going to reconvene this week. There could be a vote as early as Wednesday, although it sounds like it might be later in the week. And this is a test. So can the Republicans, can the adults in the Republican Party, assuming there are some, can they assert control and say, look, we can't be infighting among ourselves indefinitely while serious issues are going on elsewhere in the world? If they cannot get themselves organized, I mean, it just continues to it would continue to paint the party as a bunch of amateurs not ready for prime time. That would benefit Democrats, obviously, and I think Republicans know that. So at least some Republicans know that. So we may get this whole issue resolved by the end of the week. And then we can figure out what comes next. But if we can actually get a functioning House of Representatives, the very first order of business is going to start working on all those funding bills, because funding for the government expires on November 17th. And there could come a point in which there is a need to appropriate new weaponry or new money or something along those lines for Israel. So the House needs to get itself in a position to be able to do that, which it currently is not.
Rick, when we talk about future funding, potentially here, a funding package for Israel, is this something that could potentially make the odds of a government shutdown less likely, that lawmakers are going to come to an agreement and we won't be facing a shutdown on November 17th?
Who knows, Shauna? I mean, I think this whole thing, even if we get a speaker, and of course it depends who the speaker is, and it also depends whether it's the same arrangement as last time, where all it takes is one unhappy Republican who can force a vote to fire the speaker. That's what happened to Kevin McCarthy. I think the one thing that is changing is that there is now a new reason for people in Washington to be serious, which is the war in Israel. And, you know, we're not going to send troops, U.S. troops to Israel, but we are a staunch ally of Israel. Israel has many allies in both political parties on Capitol Hill. And there will be strong support for Israel. So Republicans need to be part of the grown-up activity here instead of just having this food fight among themselves. So almost everybody in Washington recognizes that. I think the question is whether that will be enough to force some kind of some Republicans to coalesce and start to field a team. Once we know that, we will have a better idea about what happens in November and onward after that.
Hopefully we do see some progress soon. All right, Rick, thanks so much.